This video was published by mbkpinternational.com. In this video, we're going to talk about the blade getting stuck on the XPC19 Pro and just how to free it up if it doesn't want to come free, or if it doesn't want to. If your blade ever stops in the middle of a cut for any reason, you want to let go of the cut buttons. The only time this blade should stop during the cut, typically you hold the cut buttons. I'm going to reverse it to the top. We're just going to assume there's paper in there. Typically you hold the cut buttons, and you continue to hold until it's done with, until the blade is all the way back to the top. You can go ahead and let go while the clamp's still moving, but once the blade gets back to the top, then you can let go. The only other time you'd let go of the cut buttons if you know some unsafe situation, or if the blade stops in the middle of a cut and you just hear it humming. Now it is normal for the blade to stop at the very bottom of a cut for 1 second, but when it stops there ain't gonna be no humming noise. If it stops like here, and you keep holding the buttons and it's not moving, it's gonna be going you're gonna be hearing a humming noise, and that's the motor trying to push through, and there's a reason. Something happened, you may have a dull blade. That's the most common issue of reason why it gets stuck in the middle of a cut. But the first thing you'd want to do when it stops in the middle of a cut is not continue to hold the buttons. Again, if you hold it for more than like a second or two, it will pop the fuse, and that's designed to do that so you don't fry your motherboard. So when you go to free it, the first thing you would do is reverse it. And to reverse it, it's this center button and this center button at the same time. You just push them at the same time. And it should come up. If it doesn't, the blade could be, when you get dull blades, they can get stuck in those things, and sometimes it has trouble breaking free from being stuck inside that paper stack. So basically what you're going to want to do, now I'm going to simulate, I'm going to put them down, put it down again. It's stuck in the middle of the cut. You're going to want to just push these, and you're only going to want to hold it for about no more than a second, usually like a half a second, because once you push it, it should try to go, and if it doesn't get it on that initial push, it's not going to get it typically. So just push it and see if both these at the same time, and it's usually you just have to push it and let it go, but so you don't have to keep holding it there. So just push it and let it go and see if it breaks free. If it doesn't break free, you just you can try going the other way with a cut. Okay, it's in the middle of the thing. You can try this, and this is the one you're going to have to be careful on, but it's just trying to break. You're not going to be able to power through the cut most likely once it's stuck in the middle of it, but you kind of just trying to get it move just a hair to break it free from wherever it's stuck at. So you want to push them and hold them, and once you start hearing that motor humming a little bit, you let it go. So you typically not going to hold for more than a second. When you first push it, the clamp's going to want to engage first, and then the blade like a quarter or half a second after that. So you hold for about a second. I just wouldn't do it more than a second, because you'll hear the clamp humming too, and then the other motor will kick in to try to push the blade down. And once that happens, I would not hold it for more than a second, because you could pop a fuse. If you pop a fuse, it's not a huge deal, but as long as you got extra fuses, this cutter should come with one extra fuse, but you just replace the fuse. Okay, so basically what you're going to be doing with the controls and stuff is you're basically going to be trying to reverse. If that doesn't work, you do 1 second on this. If that doesn't work, you go back to reverse. And you're kind of going back and forth trying to maybe rock it a little bit to get it to pop free. You're just trying to get it to pop free. For whatever reason it's stuck. If that doesn't work, you can take like a hammer and you can hit it on right in this area here. Don't hit it on the blade, don't hit it on the bolts, but you can hit it right around this area here and right around this area here. This is closer to the ends. Just nothing super hard. Just tapping on it. I'm just trying to create a little bit of whatever it's stuck on to break it free. Again, you don't have to do it hard. We're just tapping on it here. Not hard, just tapping. And you can try it again, the same process. Reverse, that doesn't work. Try about 1 second with the cut. Reverse, back and forth on them a couple times. You can try tapping a couple more times. If you can't break it free with just the controls and a little bit of tapping on this, it's going to come down to opening the cutter up and possibly changing something or replacing something, or just opening the cutter up to try to break it free that way. And that would be a completely different video. I'm just making this video here for a simple break free. Typically, when you reverse it, it's going to come up, but it can be stuck, and this is what I'm showing you. If it gets stuck, what to try to do to get it to break free. This video was published by mbkpinternational.com.